this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Today, in this episode, I am going to work. I've actually got a job now in the lovely incorporated skyscraper that we've been building recently, and I'm late. I am late for work, so I better get a move on my commute. Of course, before I head there, I'm going to have my breakfast, which is going to be a cake. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. Barnaby doesn't need to come with me because Barnaby's already there. Barnaby is already at work, as is all of the other dogs as well. They have started early to try and, I don't know, give a good impression to me, the boss. And I think that the helpers should be joining us a little bit later on as well. But first, I of course need to add someone to my love garden. And the person I'm adding to my love garden today is Lauren. And the reason I'm adding Lauren is because she sent me this picture of me and a bunch of my different helpers. And I just love the way this picture looks. The art style is amazing. I love the personality that all of the characters have. So thank you so much for sending that, and welcome to my love garden. Right then, as I said, I am late for work, which is bad, seeing as it's the first day that it's really been open, and I am the boss of the lovely incorporated company, so I feel like I should have been there a little bit earlier. So I'm going to make my way up to my office, but first I'm going to say hello to all of my employees, all of my dogs, and kind of remind you what their role here is in lovely incorporated. So of course we have Gregory Jr., who has been doing an amazing job so far as the receptionist. He was the first employee here when we built it, and has been doing a absolutely fantastic job so far. But then moving up here on the elevator, we have Sherbet, who is of course in charge of catering. He is in charge of gathering up all of the food that we eat throughout all of our lovely world episodes, catching fish as well as a dog can catch fish. And then of course over here we have the pork chop cooking machine, which has been cooking pork chops as well as some potatoes by the looks of things. So yeah, the reason we're all so well fed is because of Sherbet. And then on the next floor we have Benji, and Benji is in charge of advertising. So if you're watching this video, that's because of Benji and his amazing advertising to get my videos out there and make sure everyone's watching it. So good job, Benji. Hopefully if anyone is watching this, keep up the good work. And then on the next floor we have Luna, who is our gardener, but not any old gardener. She is our love gardener. She tends to the love garden, puts down the signs and the flowers, and she also has some tools here just to keep the place looking absolutely perfect. And you're doing an amazing job, Luna. And then on the next floor we have Corey, and Corey is our editor. He's only edited one video so far. You may have seen that recently, and he did a pretty great job, Corey. I don't know if he's going to be editing any more soon, but yeah, maybe we can give him a few special editing projects that he can do to keep himself entertained. And then on the next floor up here, we of course have Fluffy. And Fluffy, living up to her name, is the dog groomer. You can see her sitting down here. We have the camera to take pictures. There's the dog baths, and then the grooming table there as well. And she keeps all of the wolf pack looking absolutely perfect. So good job, Fluffy. On the next floor, we have Flippy, who has a very important job. She is in charge of gathering crafting tables. All of these crafting tables here are ones that I left around my lovely world, and she gathers them up and puts them here. And I can imagine this room is going to be getting pretty full up very soon, considering how many crafting tables I put everywhere. And then on the next floor, we have Duncan and Mittens. They work together as the supervisors, and they basically watch over us, mainly when we're playing the mini games, make sure no one's cheating, and basically supports us just to give us a bit of encouragement while we're playing the mini games. A very important job there for Duncan and Mittens. And on the next floor, we have Benton, and Benton is our recruiter. He basically does all of the job interviews and hires all of the new dogs and the new helpers. He came up with his own questionnaire, which was great. Benton was absolutely amazing, so good job, Benton. And then the only other dog is of course Barnaby, and Hello, Stampy. Surprised to see me? I wouldn't do that if I was you. You're going to want to hear what I have to say. You may never speak again otherwise. That got your attention. Let me explain, as now is the only time that I can. Seeing as you insist to be the only person here with a voice, despite everyone else's objections, I had to steal yours. Of course, I am not actually talking. You are speaking every time that I think. Thanks to Viva Dash's remote mind vocalizers, anytime that you're in range of their signal, I can make you say whatever I want. I can now finally tell you what I think of you, even if I am stuck doing it in your ridiculous voice. Seriously, your laugh sounds like a fox with hiccups. It is, however, necessary for my goal of saving this world. That's right, saving it. This place that you have righteously named Stampy's Lovely World is neither lovely or yours. We all live here, yet you try and control everything. A block isn't broken or placed without your permission, as you order around your slaves to build whatever you want. No wonder your old slaves never return. Of course, Viva Dash and I are the exception to that, so you brand us villains and want us gone from your world. You talk about creativity, but is it really creative to have one person design everything and make every decision? You even ensured that you're the only person that can speak. You are not our leader. No one decided that you should be king. I am not the villain here. I am doing everything that I can to save this world. And it all starts with your dogs. Without your dogs, you lose all of your protection, all of your strength. With your dogs by my side, I can build an army and finally take back this world. Calm down, Stampy. Don't do anything silly. If I die while I have control over your voice, you will never be able to speak again. Can you imagine what your lovely world would be like if you couldn't talk? I personally think it would be a big improvement. That stupid laugh. Anyway, enough talking. This is what's going to happen. You will gather up all of your dogs from this building and then lead them to my castle. Viva Dash will take them off your hands. Do that now and I will meet you in the lobby. Hello? Hello? Oh yes, I think you can hear me. I must be out of range of the signal of one of those thingies. This is so bad. I'm gonna have to talk quietly because otherwise Hit the Target's going to hear me. He said he's gonna be waiting down in the lobby, but I'm definitely gonna stay on guard just in case. I don't know what to do though. Anytime he thinks something, I say it. I have no control when we're in range of one of those things. We're gonna have to destroy them or switch them off or something because if I run into anyone, he's gonna just make me say whatever he wants. I can't even tell anyone that anything's going wrong. There's no way I'm going to take all of the dogs to that castle, though. I'm going to have to think of a plan on the way. I'm going to have to try and outsmart him somehow, or I don't know what else I can do. He said that if I take him out when we're in range of one of those things, then I'll never be able to speak again. I'll lose my voice and not be able to talk in my lovely world ever again, and there's no way I can let that happen. I'm going to have to be smart, and I'm going to have to try and think of something as we go. But for now, I'm going to play along. For now, I'm just going to do whatever he says and pretend that I'm not going to do anything else. And then at the right time, that is going to be when I'm going to go and try and make a plan and see if I can somehow escape. But to be honest, I have no idea what there is that I can do. He has all of the control right now. He has all of the power. And I don't even know where Viva Dash is. I guess I just need to hope that I'm going to run into one of my other helpers and they can help me. But then again, I can't even tell them what's going on. But I'm going to have to be quiet now because we're nearly at the lobby. So I'm going to pretend that I still can't talk. Come on, Stampy, hurry up! Why do you always do everything so slowly? Make sure all of your dogs are following you, and then you follow me. I still have a few more devices in this area that I need to switch on. Right, okay, there's that one on, and one final one over here, so I'll have complete control of this area. Okay, that's them all on, so follow me now. We're going to go around the outside so we don't run into anything unexpected. Straight past the only decent-looking building in this entire world, and all of these creatures that you've locked away in pens. Of course, these are creatures that you've physically locked away. Everything else, you've used other means to control them, haven't you, Stampy? Right, follow me and stay very close. I am going to be watching you. And let me just remind you, if anything happens to me while we're in range of one of these, you will no longer be able to speak again in your world forever. So bear that in mind before you try and start hatching one of your plans. Come on, Stampy, keep up with me. Stay close. I want to get these dogs back to Viva Dash as soon as we can so I can do the next stage of my plan. You know, I'm actually doing this world a massive favor. I mean, look at this place. You spend all of your time just building and building and building. When was the last time you even went inside of any of these buildings? It's so wasteful. You build things and then only use them once. It's just so boring as well. No wonder people aren't as interested in you as they used to be. Once I'm in control here, things are going to be very different for you and everyone else in this world. I know you're blinded by your ego so you can't see it, but the way you've been running things here is wrong. And you know what? Half these buildings just look outright bad. You're definitely not as good of a builder as you think you are, but wait a minute. Stay close. There's something up here. You don't do anything and just let me do all of the talking, okay? Hello there, elephant. It's me, and don't worry about hit the target. It turns out that we were wrong about him the whole time. Ha ha ha! And he's actually just a really good friend of mine. So carry on playing with your sheep, and we're...
Don't listen to him, Fizzy. He was controlling what I said with this device. Hit the target is still evil, and he's trying to steal all of my dogs again. We need to team up to try and take him out. Haha! You're 2v1 now. Hit the target.
I'm hardly worried about a stupid elephant that tries attacking me with a bucket of water. The plan hasn't changed. Follow me to the castle.
He wasn't attacking you. He was distracting you from the reindeer and warrior beaver behind you. Haha! Use your snowballs of doom, Polly Reindeer. Take that. Hit the target. That's it. You better run back to your castle and don't come back. We will not miss you.
Actually, I wonder what he's thinking right now. Let's go and switch the lever back so we can hear. By the sounds of things, Hit the Target isn't too happy with how things ended up with him there. That was amazing. But in all seriousness, guys, you are happy here in my lovely world, aren't you? You promise? Okay, I just wanted to check after some of the things that he said. So right then, let's try and turn all of these things off, I think is the first thing we should do, because that was not a very pleasant experience for me. To be fair, I don't even know if they're going to be working anymore now that their plan has failed and Hit the Target's gone. They might not be working anyway, but let's not take any chances because I do not want Hit the Target or anyone else speaking for me ever again in my lovely world. I want it to be my voice coming out of my mouth rather than anyone else's. Oh dear, but we did it, guys. We did it. Once again, Hit the Target and Viva Dash have been defeated, and I think he now knows for sure that there is nothing that he can do to mess with me, my helpers, and my wolf pack. We all stick together, and they will have no chance up against us. So hopefully he has realized that, and he won't be attempting any of his shenanigans anytime soon. So let's go and switch all of these off, just for safety's sake, and then we can go and gather around, and we can decide exactly what it is that we want to do next. And actually, I think I know what we should do next. Everyone, gather around, come to me, and I will tell us what we are going to all do now. We are going to get back to work. Come on, don't be lazy. No time to eat cookies. We need to build. Only joking, guys. How about we have some cake inside of Stampy's hot buns instead? I'm only joking. You see, the thing Hit the Target doesn't realize is that we're happy. He thinks I'm controlling, but everyone does what they enjoy the most. So let's eat some cake. There's a cookie inside of here as well. Fizzy, if you want to eat that. Where are you, Fizzy? I'll throw the cake up here if you want to eat that. Hit the Target doesn't understand that people enjoy different things. He doesn't realize that we all love doing all of the things that we love doing. And you know what? I don't think he's ever going to understand that. So we'll let him do him and we will do us. So let's go and head over to Lovely Ink then, the enormous new skyscraper that we've spent a very long time building. The original plan was to spend our entire time there, but we got a little bit distracted, you could say. We have dealt with that distraction now though, so we can go back to the original plan and all go to our floors inside of the Lovely Ink skyscraper. And oh, it looks like the devices don't work anymore. Look, I'm right next to them, but it's not affecting me. That's good. They must have been deactivated, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's go and head inside now. I can go and head up to my office, which is at the very top of the building. I can admire the view. And this is basically going to become the new hub for my lovely world. This is where everything's going to be planned and designed. And this is where we're going to keep things running in my lovely world. Keep things ticking, keep things working. Myself, my helpers, and all of my dogs have their own roles that they need to do in my lovely world. And we're all going to work together as a team to be able to make sure everything works the way we need to. So let's see, has everyone made their way way to their floors yet? Nope, it looks like my helpers are still gradually making their way back up. Remember, this is the first day Lovely Inc. has been properly open. Some of the dogs have been here for a little bit longer, but this is kind of like day one of a Lovely Incorporated properly working, and it's really nice being in this office without my voice cutting out anymore. This is, of course, Barnaby's, and did you see Fizzy just fly past then? Some of us use the elevator, some of us just play around in it like Fizzy does. Anyway, here is my office. This is where we were briefly earlier, but that's where the distraction met us. But this is a perfect place to look over my lovely world. And I will be honest, I do probably get too much credit for building my lovely world, but it's always been a team effort. There's always been a group of helpers by my side anytime that I'm creating something, and that will not be changing anytime soon. So even though it is Stampy's lovely world, it is shared by everyone who's in the world, and of course everyone watching as well. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!